segment is sponsored by Regions Blue Cross Blue Shield of Oregon.
We have certainly seen more of an increase of people affected by loss of life due to drugs. This is just the first step, hopefully, of many that work towards prevention as well as care.
Care in an overdose crisis. Advocates are raising awareness about deadly fentanyl. The CDC says more than 107,000 people died in 2021 from drug overdose. Fentanyl is driving the rising death toll. The synthetic opioid is often laced into fake pills. It's highly potent and highly dangerous. We're looking ahead to the weekend and a resource fair. Organizers want to arm everybody with life-saving tools. K2's Evan Schreiber has a Recover Northwest report.
So this is the Narcan box that we do hand out if somebody just says they want a Narcan.
Kelly Sloop showed us what they'll be handing out Saturday. Not only is she helping lead the nonprofit Need for Narcan and working to arm people with this life-saving opioid overdose reversing nasal spray, the registered pharmacist has had firsthand experience.
You ever had to use it?
Yes, I have. In downtown Portland.
What was that like?
It's an emotional because you have to put your emotions aside.
Sloop says she saved the life of a random stranger when she saw them in trouble, overdosing on the streets of downtown Portland, and she had Narcan available.
And I knew that if I gave it to them, it was not going to hurt them if it wasn't an opiate.
Because it's high reward, low risk with Narcan.
Narcan, the tool John Durkin barely knew about until he chimed in on a webinar we covered on K2 back in May.
I asked a question, how can the church help? And that night I got an email back saying, here's how you get your hold of Narcan, and here's how you can make a difference. And let's get it into churches and households and families.
The minister went one step further with his assistance. His Beautiful Savior Lutheran Church in Happy Valley is now hosting a resource fair on Saturday afternoon from 1 to 5 by partnering with Need for Narcan. They'll have information and free handouts like these, and they'll be answering questions. Even Durkin admits tackling this overdose crisis head on isn't in the church's history.
Very similar to that suicide and anxiety and mental health issues, that started turning a corner for us in the church maybe 10, 12, 15 years ago. It started to become okay to talk about. We want to do the same thing with households that are affected this way.
And the data on those households in the U.S., it shows about 1 in 10 people right now are battling a substance use disorder. And that means Durkin has to acknowledge that likely and statistically, many of his own congregants are struggling.
What can we be known for instead of, a lot of times churches are known for what they're against. And we want to be able to help in any way we can.
In Happy Valley, Evan Schreiber, K2 News.
So the fair again is Saturday from 1 to 5. At Beautiful Savior Lutheran Church in Happy Valley. K2 News is committed to shedding light on the opioid crisis, showcasing possible solutions. We'll have our Recover Northwest reports every Tuesday and Thursday here on K2 News at 4 o'clock. Also, we will post resources on our website at katu.com.